I was just there to watch the Super Bowl.
You got involved in the GameStop thing.
Yeah.
There are people that cheated. Normal people try to play their game.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
Right? And at the end of that, you and AOC were kind of on the same side of that.
I think of that issue we were. Yeah.
Watch this masterful job by the interviewer Adam Friedland on Barstool founder Dave Portnoy.
And I think you do recognize that it is wrong, kind of essentially, to create wealth without creating anything.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, then what? I'm a socialist now.
You love Bernie.
I do like Bernie Sanders. I don't like his politics, but I like him.
Why not?
Like socialist would mean like,
what?
Let's give everybody equal everything and
no.
Like, what does it mean?
It means that people have a say in the means of production. And it means that you view history in terms of allocation of resources.
No, I don't understand.
In a simple sense, you just view history in terms of who has and who doesn't have.
Yeah, I mean, history is written by the winners. Is that another way of saying that?
No.
Okay, then I still don't know what you're saying.
It gets better.
I'll say it this way. Are you willing to endorse Medicare for all once and for all right now?
Medicare for all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone should have Medicare.
I think it just makes sense.
Yeah, I think people.
Everyone could go to school for free. Everyone could go to the library for free. If your house is burning, the fire department comes for free.
Correct.
You should go to the doctor.
So I'm a socialist now.
Yeah.
All right, if you say so.
I think you are.
Do I get to keep all my money?
No, you have to give it to.
Yeah, well, that's we're getting a little bit hairy.
You have to give it to. I know a guy. My family works with him. Madoff. He's great.
Yeah, I almost bought his house.
Was it built on lies?
God, he is good. One of my favorite pieces of content is folks proving to Republicans how left-leaning they actually are.
I'll tell you a secret. Most people don't really know what capitalism is. Most people don't even know what socialism is. But most people are not capitalists because they don't have capitalist money. They're not billionaires. Sometimes the label doesn't matter as much as just talking about policies. That's easier to understand. Do you think people should die because they can't afford insulin? Do you think that fossil fuel CEO should decide whether the planet gets set on fire? Me neither. Unionize your workplace. Start a worker cooperative. If it's too extreme for working people to own the means of production, why is it okay for private billionaires to own the means of production?
So please, before we even say anything, go subscribe to Adam Friedland's show on YouTube, on TikTok, across social media platforms. He is great. I have been following this for a hot minute, and dude brings it. And not only that, the clips that he posts on TikTok to promote his show are fantastic. This is some of the best comedic work I have seen in a pretty long time when it comes to interviewing guests. The bit that he had with Jadakiss was hilarious. The Chet Hanks stuff, so cringy on Chet's part. Adam did a great job. The Norman Finkelstein interview was awesome. And then explaining stuff to Dave Portnoy was also really, really cool. So please follow his work if you can. Again, I will drive home this point. And I have said this before. There is a book by Sarah Kendzior that I went over a few years ago, and she hails from Missouri. And she talked about how Missouri is known as the flyover state. And being in Missouri, she would talk about how policies, without giving a political affiliation and seeing who in Missouri would support these policies, overwhelmingly, a deep red state like those citizens supported left-leaning policy. Yet when they put a D next to those names, and look, I'm not saying that I'm for every Democrat. I need to be very clear about this. I feel like I'm drifting away as we continue to evolve. But what I see is policies that are for humanity, policies that make our lives easier, policies that are for the betterment of society and not the top 1%. Everyone is almost unilaterally in favor of. Yet when you have that one letter next to a person's name, that is where the divide is. And as she put in her book, what could have been, I mean, I'll just say it's a few years back. I'm not remembering the exact number. Let's say it was 70 some percent. It dwindled to like 20 or 30. That's what it looks like. And also to see someone like Dave Portnoy, who has not necessarily been someone who is privy to left-leaning politics. He even said that he hates Bernie Sanders, when really it seems like he probably doesn't even know much about Bernie's policies, other than that Bernie wants to tax the rich, and that is something that he hates because he is incredibly rich. He just said that he could have possibly bought a house from a criminal. I think there needs to be more of this discussion and somehow, I spit on the mic, and somehow bridge this divide, because we are very similar in many ways. And some of the things even Trump supporters say, I need to be very clear about this, not saying everything, but when they say, oh yeah, DC is corrupt and politicians are corrupt, somehow we need to get them to see that the most corrupt person is who they anoint to be president. And he's not draining the swamp, he is filling it. Nonetheless, would love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a comment down below. We'll see you next time.